afternoon, ladies, gentlemen. Trump and Boris, you might want to watch this, by the way, because it directly relates to Brexit and the US-China trade war. So, what are the positives of a tariff? Well, the positives of a tariff are that it promotes domestic exporters. The negatives are that it is a protectionist policy, and what usually happens is that other countries will just retaliate with a tariff, and it is not good in the long run. And I'm going to explain that here because it creates a deadweight loss. So we're going to look at this diagram here. So what we get is we're at the price of EU. So the UK is in the EU. What is the effect of the UK leaving the EU? Well, we move to this new price, PEU plus T. It's important to note that we are below the demand and supply equilibrium, which means that we're net importers. So from moving from PEU to PEU plus T, it means our imports reduce. So the quantity supplied increases a little bit, and the quantity demanded falls a little bit from the increase in the price. And the increase in the price means there is a fall in the consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is the difference in the price minus the difference in the price they're willing to pay. So this falls. However, the producer surplus increases because producers are now receiving a higher price, and the producer surplus is defined by price minus the price that the producer is willing to supply at. So it means that these two offset each other, shown by number 1. However, we lose number 2 because we see a fall in consumer surplus, which is not taken up by the producer surplus. Likewise, we also see a fall in 4. 4 is also lost because we see this fall in quantity demanded. However, 3 is taken up in government revenue. So tariffs are good because they create government revenue. But we see that there's this deadweight loss because triangles 2 and 4 are not gained in surplus, they're lost surplus. And so this is showing why tariffs create this deadweight loss, and it's actually better if everyone just removed their tariffs and try to compete with each other at the lowest prices. So it means that all the resources would be ploughed into the most efficient producers, which is really good, but instead we have these protectionist policies. So as an economist, I'm saying that tariffs are bad. However, local producers would think otherwise. So US farmers, for example, are liking the tariffs imposed currently. So it's important to note what effect tariffs will have on your investments, because say for example you're a Chinese exporter and you're seeing tariffs rise for your exports to the US. Well, that is going to be bad for your business, bad for the it takes away some of your market share, and it means that the share price will fall. So it's important to note this when it comes to your investments. Thank you.